All right, fam, let me level with you. I know that the last video that I made on the channel was a little sad and depressing. It needed to be said, it really did, but it wasn't the happiest video in the world. However, Bethesda Game Studios is coming in with the goods when it comes to Fallout 76. We know when we are going to be able to play Atlantic City Part 2 across all platforms. We also know a little bit more about the story. And finally, we know when we are going to be able to play it early on PC thanks to the PTS. So in this video, I'm going to tell you absolutely everything you need to know. You know what it is. If you enjoy it, please like, I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new with notifications if that is possible. But let's get into the two Bethesda Net articles that Bethesda Game Studios released today. The first one is entitled Prepare for Atlantic City, America's Playground, coming March 26th to Fallout 76. March 26th, not bad. You know, I thought it might have been a little later, like maybe April or May, but March 26th is all right. And that's all platforms. That's not the PTS. That is all platforms will be able to play Atlantic City Part 2 or America's Playground. It is good news, man. I'm liking it. Let's keep reading. Players encountered new places and new faces last year with the introduction of Fallout 76's latest expedition to Atlantic City. Next, players have some unfinished business to attend in post-nuclear New Jersey with Atlantic City, America's Playground. The next major update releasing March 26th for Fallout 76 and, importantly, available to preview today on Fallout 76's public test servers. So yes, we know the release date. And we also know, of course, usually as always, we are able to play the upcoming content early on the PTS on Steam. And I can't remember how long it usually takes from the PTS to the actual full release, but we're getting a bit of time. Like, that's a couple of months until the full proper release. So I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Keep it posted to the channel so you can see and hear my thoughts. But let's continue. Return to Atlantic City in a new expedition. When we last left the glitzy boardwalk of Atlantic City, we had run a deadly game show with the showmen and even encountered the family, the local organized crime outfit. Now the leader of Atlantic City's own municipal government, Mayor Tim, calls upon your help against an invasion of Overgrown. Can you fend off the dangerous plant-like things encroaching upon Atlantic City in this all-new expedition mission? Look, I still don't know how I feel about expeditions. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a proper go. And in addition to the other expedition, you know, that released in part 1. And we'll see if I like it or not. I don't know, like, just killing Overgrown, yeah, it's a new enemy. That's exciting. But again and again, it gets repetitive. I don't know if I'm ever going to like expeditions, but I'm going to give it a solid go. I do promise. But however, here's the more important bit. Questline, story stuff. Let's go. Family comes first in an all-new questline. Back home in Appalachia, players will embark upon a new multi-mission questline, you're speaking my language, surrounding the glamorous Russo family. Opening a new nightclub in Appalachia, the Russos hope to start a quieter, though still comfortable, life away from the rat race of Atlantic City. Sadly, that won't be in the cards. As a deadly plot unfolds, players must uncover the skeletons or perhaps devils lurking in the Russo family's closet in this new quest coming to Fallout 76. I like it. It sounds good. Like, how long is it going to be? Is it going to be like an hour long or 2 hours long? Maybe just give me a few hours, 4 or 5 hours. All right. Then I'm happy with that. Minimum 3 if you rush it. But the plot sounds interesting. It sounds a little fun, a little mysterious. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Explore the boardwalk. Atlantic City, America's Playground also expands upon Fallout's take of post-nuclear New Jersey, allowing players to further explore the city at their own leisure, good, or even take on new side quests. Side quests! Holy crap. Meet with the local merchants and shop, help track down a missing journalist chronicling the deadly Blood Eagles. Oh, the Blood Eagles again. Or even play part in passing on the torch within the inner circle of the family. You know what? It's not just one quest. It seems like there's multiple things. This seems really promising. I might be getting my hopes up, but goddamn, this is sounding alright. I'm excited. Preview today in the public test servers. Atlantic City, America's Playground is a free update for all Fallout 76 players arriving March 26. Get an early look at this exciting update by joining our public test servers. Check out our Inside the Vault article for more details on joining the PTS and sharing your feedback. I'll go into that Inside the Vault article in just a second. But next up, a new Fallout season with bonus improvements. Players can also expect a new season full of rewards to collect when Atlantic City America's Playground launches this March. We're also excited to introduce some fresh changes to our season system to offer players more flexibility when earning rewards. Note that these features won't be available in the current PTS, that's unfortunate, but we can't wait to share more as we get closer to the update's launch this March. Look, yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. I understand that stuff takes time. So let's see what all these new changes to the seasons are when it comes to March 26th. But yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to this. The one thing that I did want to kind of point out, by the way, is this last little note here on that article. It does say here, casino-style features may not be available in certain territories, including Belgium, Czech Republic, Djibouti, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, Libya, Pakistan, Poland, and Thailand. So if you live in those countries, you might not be able to experience those casino-style, i.e. gambling features, and that's just due to classification and local requirements and laws. It's unfortunate. I don't know if there's a way that you can get around it, but it's something noteworthy if you do happen to be from those countries. So let's go on to the actual Inside the Vault article, the other Bethesda Net article that I mentioned. This one is entitled Fallout 76 Inside the Vault, Upcoming Maintenance, Atlantic City PTS, and Burning Love. Welcome back to Inside the Vault. We hope your new year is off to a great start. Our team enjoyed a lovely winter break full of rest with our friends and family, and some of us even had the pleasure of running into you in the wasteland. We have a lot of exciting plans for 2024. In case you missed it, in our letter to the community at the end of December, art director John Rush announced our plans to expand our map southward deep into the wooded heartland of Shenandoah. I made a video covering that. If I remember, I'll link it in the description below. This uncharted, once tranquil expanse in the heart of Virginia will bring a new questline, factions, and rewards. That's not all that is coming. Here we go. Our team has been hard at work to bring you not only new seasonal events, but to revisit existing seasonal events much more frequently with new exciting rewards. We'll be discussing this new content along with the new features for builders and adventurers alike in future Inside the Vault articles. Now, okay, so when I first read this a few weeks ago, whenever they released that news, I thought it was just new seasonal events. So maybe I got this wrong, because why are we revisiting existing seasonal events more frequently? I don't want to do Fashion Art 5 times in a year. I really don't. Fashion Art is once. Every other event is once. We need more seasonal events to make it feel like a fuller calendar. I don't know how much frequently. That gets me a little bit cautious. I know I am excited, but that definitely gets me cautious. Regardless, to stay up to date on all things Fallout for 2024, be sure to sign up for our emails. You'll even get a free in-game camp item when you signed up. So now again, we're going back to Atlantic City, America's Playground. Let's play test it early. By now, you may be well acquainted with some of the new faces and creatures of Atlantic City. Get ready to return to New Jersey with our upcoming update, now live in the public test servers. Learn more below. Our next big update, Atlantic City, America's Playground, releases March 26th, as I went through, and contains a new expedition mission and side quests in Atlantic City. Players will also experience a new main mission storyline taking place in Appalachia. And I think this is very similar. I'm just going to read it again, but it's very similar to the other article. The glamorous Russo family, having just fled to Appalachia from Atlantic City, have big plans to open a new nightclub here in the mountains. Unfortunately, it's not quite so easy to leave their dark past behind. This is a little different. The shadows of addiction, notoriety, and family loyalty haunt the Russos as they make sense of their new lives. Should you choose to intervene with this dysfunctional family, you'll be thrust headfirst into the shadier dealings of Atlantic City, even uncovering the secrets of the dangerous chem Devil's Blood. This sounds good, brother! What the hell? Bethesda Game Studios coming in with the heat. I hope there's choice. I hope there's consequence. We should be able to support them and not support them. Let's do it. While you're testing, here are a few known issues to be aware of. So in the PTS, they have it highlighted. There are known issues, so it's good that they've kind of highlighted this. I'm sure that there are going to be many more issues as well. But here are some of the issues you might encounter in the PTS. Abby and Antonio may erroneously appear in the flooded city chem lab during All the Worlds a stage. When skipped, there are long pauses in the dialogue between Abby and Antonio in the diner near the end of The Sins of the Father. Logging off during the Return to the Rose Room objective. How many quests are there in Sins of the Father may prevent the quest from being completed. Leaving the conversation with Abby can block quest progression during the Confront Antonio objective in The Sins of the Father. Quest markers leading between Atlantic City and Appalachia may not appear. That's not a good thing, Bethesda. And Buttercup cannot be activated to receive an optional objective in the Human Condition Expedition. Alrighty, and how to participate in the PTS. Look, I'm just going to link that in the description below if you want to participate in the PTS. It is pretty easy. You have the game on Steam, you'll be able to access it. And then if you want to give feedback, you can do so on the Discord. They also go through the Burning Love event. I want to be honest here. I don't know how Look, I'm going to read it now, okay? I wasn't so excited about it. I'm going to read it just in case you want to know about it. So it says here, Burning Love event. Have you ever been so in love that your whole body feels like it's on fire? No? Well, how about setting someone else on fire? Starting January 30 at 12 p.m. ET, claim the free Hot Rod Pink Flamer skin in the Atomic Shop and use it to complete special Burning Love weekly challenges to earn in-game rewards such as legendary modules, perk cards, repair kits, and more. Complete 4 of the 5 weekly challenges to unlock the weekly challenge reward. The first one is a pink mechanic jumpsuit, and they showed the picture for that there. You have to do 4 out of 5 challenges. And the week 2 challenge reward is the rose tinted glasses. Like, it's not interesting to me. I don't want to do the challenges because I don't really like those cosmetics. And the event reward is a pink fireplace. That looks kind of cool. All right, the pink fireplace looks kind of cool. Get ready to kindle those flames. The Burning Love Challenge ends 12 p.m. ET on February 13, just in time for Fashion Night to begin. We'll return with another Inside the Vault closer to Fashion Night Day with a recap of tips and tricks for the event. Tips and tricks? We've done it a million times, Bethesda. Plus images of the new rewards you can add to your collection. In the meantime, mark your calendars for the event are running from February 13 to 27 and stock up on that canned meat stew. We've also got a double XP weekend in store for the final Fashion weekend. They also have an upcoming maintenance. I will go through this on Tuesday, January 13 at 9 a.m. CT or 10 a.m. ET. We are bringing Fallout 76 offline on all platforms to apply a small update. In this update, we're addressing issues such as the missing radiation resistances for XO1 power armor. That's really good. I heard so many people complain about that. Various missing crafting plans, including communist camp items, jewelry, flare display, and more. For server updates, blah, 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 they go on to say stuff. So look, I'm excited. If you can't tell, like, when I was going through the story for Atlantic City Part 2, America's Playground, there were like multiple quests I was talking about. It wasn't just like one thing. And I know like previous story updates for Fallout 76 had multiple quests and you could still finish it in 3 hours or 4 hours, right? So am I expecting this to be the longest story in the world? Probably not. I expect this to be the same length, maybe even shorter than Still Dawn and Still Rain, right? But, you know what? It's a free update. They're still bringing content to the game. The story genuinely sounds interesting to me. Of course, whether the writing is good and whether it's good in its execution, who really knows? We have to play it. But it sounds promising. So let me know what you think in the comments below, Wastelanders. I'm really keen to see your thoughts. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourselves. And would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.